All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and do part 2 of your next 72. Channel message is truth, okay? Whether that is accepting truth, being able to see truth, and not reacting because you are awakened to a truth. And within the next 72, this is within the next 72, part 2, Taurus. For those of you who are new to SGL Spiritual Guideline, welcome. Okay, as you can see, this is a new channel, so make sure that you subscribe so that you could be a part of the success and growth of this channel. For those of you who've already subscribed and you've returned, welcome back to SGL Spiritual Guide and Light. You find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. Okay, what I love about tarot are their tools that we can utilize on our journey, our current experiences. For the most part, a lot of us, it's more so we use tarot as a tool to help us have our breakthroughs, especially when the past has some type of attachment that kind of predicts, ourselves in a way where sometimes repeated cycles feels like they're out of our control, but yet it's still a learning lesson. So yeah, Taurus, I was having a conversation yesterday, and that conversation that I was having, I was reflecting on how in my own knowing that my labor, in my experience and in my eyes and in my intuitive nature, it's like when you complete a lesson, right? And then that a lesson becomes an extended lesson, meaning you complete level 1 and now you're to level 2, level 3, right? So far. So let's just say we're now at level 10, but the same experience, but that experience heightens, right? But the end result is supposed to be a learning lesson to help you grow, to prepare you for what is to come. And I was basically reflecting on how come and pertaining to my own personal experience within my journey is I acknowledge the learning experiences, but when am I going to get that fruitful desire of not just feeling like you're required to have positive results, more so of a return that says, my good and faithful servant, okay? And it's not really too much religion. It's just more so a principle, right? And I feel like there is this truth, Taurus, in the next 72 or within the next 72, whether it's regarding to the past or whether it's current. For the most part, I don't see majority of you Tauruses being present in your energy. Okay, it's more so of focusing on what is to come. Okay, if you are current, it's like predestined. It's kind of like someone is playing with fate. Okay, not in a reckless way, but it's just more so of, okay, if this didn't work, well, let me go about it this way. I've learned the lesson here, so how do I orchestrate it where the karmic wheel turns into favor, right? This wheel of fortune here, okay? Because there is a sense of knowing truth that causes someone to pull the past energy from the Four of Cups. It's like you already are aware what this cup consists of, or what it's attached to this offer, okay? An attachment and an involvement. It's this saying like, do I really have the energy or the emotional strength to accept this cup? And it's kind of like, you know what you want, you know what you need. And it's kind of like your psychic insight is causing you to steadfast. Okay, it's causing you not to answer a call. It's causing a Taurus to be non-compliant in a way, but you didn't ask to be in this space, right? Lost without a ship, lost like a ship without a sail. All right, we have inner wisdom. Okay, Taurus, it says, you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate actions without delay. I feel like the fact that you know what to do, I feel like there is no strength to do so. There is no fire energy. And there is a sense of you knowing within this Four of Cups of whom you will accept a cup from. But there is this sense of the cups that you are refusing. There is a sense of an attachment that goes against what it is that you need or want. Okay. With the Nine of Wands here, this is letting me know that this too shall come to pass, but it's just the experience is not something that you want to experience anymore. So I feel like that experience that you're experiencing, that you feel like you may not have strength to acquire or deal with or associate with or affiliate with or put energy into. Okay, it's like it's behind the scenes here with the Nine of Cups. It's behind the veil. So there's this sense of being silent about what's going on behind the scenes. And I feel like when it is being spoken pertaining to your truths and what it is that you see, what it is you feel, what it is that you're experiencing, I'm feeling like there's a different type of attraction with this Queen of Cups. It feels like there's this stimulation that's required of you with your connections, whether that's verbal, whether that's digital, whether that is silent treatment. And it's the strength here of betrayal here and being very the truth, right? No longer wanting to see the truth, no longer wanting to be in the middle of what this truth transpires. It's like you're sick of tired of being tired. And that feels like a collective energy here. And I feel like there is someone that's literally trying to tap in to fire energy. And it's not like you lack the energy to tap into it. I feel like you're just sick of tired of having to fight, right, for your belief system, having to fight for your dignity, having to fight for your character, your place, your well-being. I feel like what it is you're fighting for is being projected. It's kind of like everyone else is fighting for it, and they're looking at you like you can do it. But you're looking at others like, am I part of the village? Knowing your place. All right. Let's look at foolish energy, allegedly, for Taurus. I feel like there is a truth that's disappointing. Yeah, there's that Ten of Cups here. Okay. It's not an expectation of being foolish. It's literally saying, I believe. And I feel like there's a lot of storms. There's a lot of dark clouds. There's this up and down. There's this being able to go 10 steps ahead and then being pulled back 20 steps back. And then there's this hope. There's this hope. My phone didn't even ring. And there's this hope within this foolish energy. It's kind of like there is this saying of, it's a big world, but yet it's small, a small world. And there's this experience in this foolish energy with the Ten of Cups here. It's kind of like it's not a difficult energy, Taurus. I'm trying to explain this. It's like you're on a battlefield, right? And you, as an individual Taurus, your strength is a power of three worlds, all into one, merged into one. So there is this sense of this label that's placed on you that causes you to have these moments of setbacks. And these setbacks is more so of a interpersonal development that makes you stronger. But I feel like there's a sense of just being tired of being sick of being tired of. And it's like you want the simple things of life to be a fulfillment, and things that come with it. It's more so of not just gratifying, it's just more so of just saying, you know, I believe, right? Always looking at the bigger picture, giving more than you should, you know, but not reaping those benefits. And I feel like when you set aside your emotional state, Taurus, it's like the foolish energy is the fact that it's just a part of your nature to give. It's a part of your nature to provide, to be this bigger person of a nurturing fulfillment. And then when you get in a moment where you're like, I swear I thought I was a part of the village, and there's a sense of this obstacle here of just saying, you know what, God, I trust you. Order my steps. Okay. What do I need to see? Teach me what to say. And I feel like this Nine of Swords, it's not nightmares, it's not complication, it's waiting for an answer. It's like you're receiving in the next 72 all of the downloads that has nothing to do what it is that you truly are trying to accomplish, or whatever the breakthrough is in the next 72. It's like you're getting other people's downloads, whether you know it or not. You may find yourself seeing strangers or seeing other people that's from your past within your dreams, and there's all these synchronicities within these downloads, right, in your dream state, or should I say your sleep state, right? But yet you're awakening because you've detached yourself into a realm to where it's kind of like you're not feeling the Nine of Swords. But when you awake, it's just more so like, how does this intertwine with the present? That's why I said some of you Tauruses are not present in your own energy. It's just more so that you're current, right? You're focused on what is to come, and you're trying to predict, or you're trying to have control of what's next, or the next step, or how something's supposed to play out. When it comes to this Ten of Pentacles, and always being in a position of, should I not? And it's not about being indecisive. It's just more so like, Taurus, you're trying to learn how to make sound decisions that don't cause you to falter in a way. Faltering meaning where you're feeling like you're getting beaten down mentally, or it's just too much weight on your shoulders, or too much responsibilities. It feels like your main role within 2022, it's kind of like you are participating in a role or a job description called life that you didn't ask for, and you're trying to figure out, why am I constantly the wounded warrior? For others of you, you don't even realize that you're a wounded warrior because you're so fascinated on what you project for how you want things to come in. For those of you that are present, it's more so like this foolish energy. It's like, God damn it, again and again and again. And it's like, why is it the same experience, but a heighten of a new level? And I feel like this insight it's this psychic insight is taking over a certain Taurus of what I'm pulling in. it sounds too good to be true. But then there's this realization that there is a hope. In the next 72. Let's take a look at shadow energy. We have the sun, okay? It's the sun energy and shadow energy, Taurus. This is more so of saying, okay, well, if this is an experience, how do I elevate this? How do I turn certain dark aspects of myself into something that could be praised, to something that could be acknowledged, where other people are not questioning if you are a benefit. Okay. It's more so of worrying about how people think, how they feel. Let's go ahead and move forward. This shadow energy is definitely speaking in a depth of there is this inner emotion of knowing that you know that everything's going to be okay. But there's this question of why? Not more so of being selfish, of saying, why me? It's just more so of, taking on an opportunity. But I feel like in the flesh, it's not merging with the spirit. And what do I mean by that? I mean, it's like being spiritually awakening, but your flesh is being combative with your spirit. And it's kind of like there is a sense of a loss of direction. And that's a truth. Take a look at masculine energy. For some reason, I'm being guided to the Six of Cups. Here, someone is very traditional feminine energy, and that could be a complication. And I feel like that's connected and tied into your gifts, your spiritual gifts. I feel like truth affects you in a way, Taurus, to where, you may feel like an outcast or you may feel misunderstood. And there's a sense of learning, not to dumb it down, but it's just more so of not putting your spirituality on hold. It's just like trying to tap into a flow that doesn't deteriorate you or burn you out or make you feel less than. Masculine energy is the 9 of emotions here. This definitely feels like a Dharma practice, right? Mind, body, and soul, 3 of Cups energy, right? Suggesting to praise yourself more, to suggest to not be caught up in a reflection that causes you to stand still versus steading fast. There is a Taurus, it's like you are no longer satisfied in your shadow energy. So there's a lot of dark aspects of yourself that's melting away really fast, where it's like you're trying to catch up with yourself. So that fire energy lacks, where it's kind of like you don't have energy, right? Sick of tired or being sick or tired of. All right. You know how we do, Taurus. I will be referencing to you. You can fill in the blank of who it is that you're focused on. All right. And this shadow energy and this sun, it could also mean that there is a Taurus where you're so functional in toxic ways that your higher self is saying, no, we refuse for your shadow self to consume you because you have purpose. All right. What messages do you have for? And it's like this psychic insight. It's literally saying like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Right? Getting sick or tired of being sick or tired. It says your third eye is opening, Taurus, in the next 72. It says see truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. And I feel like that's what you've been doing. And I feel like you're leveling up. It's like level 1, level 2, level 3, level 10. It's the same experience, but it's like you are developing this certain power to where it's not where you're becoming careless or emotionalist. You're able to harvest those emotions to a way that you haven't detached, but it's like you're placing those emotions in a place where no one could no longer have access. And now that you've learned how to do that, it's just more so of now it's like, now how do I gather the strength to have drive, to have a success, whether that's in a relationship, whether that's anything that would generate money, whether that is working on yourself. What messages do you have for Taurus for the next 72? We have unrequited love, right? This is also confirming the shadow energy of, it's like you're rejecting your shadow self. It's definitely a dark night of the soul, but you see the bigger picture. It's like you're focused more current than being present, like knowing within that Nine of Wands energy that everything's going to work itself out, and as if this is supposed to happen. So there's good spirit behind the scene, but at the forefront, it's just kind of more like someone can't camouflage the weight on their shoulders. We have unrequited love. It said there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And pertaining to self, Taurus, that's the shadow energy of the sun, right? Your higher self is saying no. It's kind of like spiritual warfare, where your higher self is saying no, you are not going to discard, Taurus. This is those dark spaces where people literally give up because there's no one there to encourage them, or there could be people showing up, but it's more so those that are showing up, it's like they're attracted to the misery that's hidden, and you're trying to figure out because there's no trust here. And it's like you're seeking this answer of direction, and it's like within this 10 of Pentacles, it's like, okay, am I part of the village or am I outcast? It's like even if you were to summons your whole timeline to this point, Taurus, it's like, where is the favor? Where is the justice? And pertaining to whoever it is that you're focused on, I feel like you've already seen the red flags. Your intuition, your inner wisdom has already told you, and you will be foolish to think that a connection would be a fulfillment. It's like someone's waiting for someone to save them. For some of you, you are questioning your spirituality. You're trying to figure out, why is it that your commitment is not reaping reward? I don't know, whoever you are, it's like you're very high ranking spiritual. And those who can see your light, who are also spiritual, but they are in sun energy, it seems like there is this community of people that are orchestrating this force to shield your gifts, or to shield your power. And what does that mean, Taurus? It's just more so like, you know how they say something is ahead of time? And I feel like there's a Taurus where you're not seeing that your gifts are ahead of time. Your intuition hits are ahead of time. So there's a need to slow down. Don't be so quick to react in the next 72, especially for your first thoughts or pertaining to actions. There is a Taurus. It's kind of like whatever you experience from your, is it informacy since birth. It's like there's not an entitlement. It's just kind of like that moment where you're like, God, are you real? And it's kind of like, why would you question that if God has proven to you that he's real? Through power force. All right. It says birthing a new creation, dreaming a new world into being. I've explained this in 3 different ways pertaining to shedding light on you. And pertaining to how to control this fire energy for some of you Tauruses in the next 72. I'm not allowed to look into that, but other Tauruses of you who are trying to ignite fire, okay, drive energy, connection, it's like it's already there. It's just this sense of being current and not present, okay? Yeah. The King of Cups, foolish energy. Someone is tired of suppressing emotion, truth. All right, let's go ahead and pull an affirmation, Taurus. I will pull your angel guide. Taurus, it says, I am able to communicate my needs, okay, for the next 72. What messages do you have for Taurus for the next 72, angel guide? Yeah, there's a lot going on here, Taurus. Okay. It's no longer overwhelming. It feels detrimental. It feels like it's deteriorating. It feels like, not soulless, but it just feels like someone is, holding, life by a string. And it does feel very heavy. And I feel like that heaviness is in a collective energy. It says courage and bravery, Taurus. That's why I was saying your role is a high ranking here. All right, let's read courage and bravery. Taurus, for the next 72, your angels are here to remind you that your soul cannot be tarnished or harmed. It's the one part of your essence that always remains whole, healed, and complete. So if you're feeling the need to defend yourself at this time, angel wisdom is guiding you to back down. You don't need to protect yourself, especially when you have spiritual support. Call in the light of God, heaven, and angels to protect you. If you feel that you have made a mistake or have something that you need to share, be brave and take ownership of it. Trust that living with integrity will always lead you to the greatest possible unfolding of your life, and know that the best gift that you can give, Taurus, that you can give the world at this time is your truth. Okay? All right, Taurus, that's part 2 of your next 72. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I.